school alone.
For what it's worth, the chairman asked me to be here.
Oh, good. Let's drag him into this. How should our chairman explain you to the mob of irate parents that will be at his door any second now? Don't worry, there's a very good reason we hired these ragtag detectives to spy on and beat up your kids.
Not the words I'd use.
If I hear anything else about you, anything, I'm going straight to the press. I'm under no obligation to cover for anyone. Oh, and your attire is atrocious. When you show up at a school, at least try to look the part. Now go home.
You hear all that, Kaito-san? I have a funny feeling I'm not wanted here. Can I talk to the chairman real quick?
I'm afraid Sawa-sensei's made her point clear. Perhaps it's best you take your leave. After all, you've satisfied the bulk of my request.
Wait. Okay, how about this? You can hire me on as a teacher. That way, I can stay on campus no problem, right?
But you can't teach without a license. You don't happen to have one, do you?
No, but I do have a lawyer's badge. How's that for certification?
You're a lawyer? Well, that certainly is a respectable position, but it's not exactly a license to educate.
Can't we work something out?
I'm afraid something isn't specific enough. Although, there is always the off chance that you can serve as an outside consultant. A guidance counselor, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. Like a club advisor. Do you happen to have a kung fu club? I've got a few tricks I could show some kids.
No, there's nothing of the sort. And on that note, I believe each club already...
That's unfortunate.
Me again. I say it's time we hightailed it out of here. No use sitting around on our asses, right? Why don't you meet us back here?
I can't. Not until I find something for Sari-san.
Suit yourself.
いらっしゃいませ。
Starving. I'm starting to feel it. Pretty tasty. Thanks.
ありがとうございます。
right there.
Huh?
I knew it. Suspicion confirmed.
Can I help you?
Actually, you already have. I didn't think you'd be foolish enough to show your face around here again.
I'm sorry, but do I... Oh.
They always say perpetrators return to the scene of the crime. And you just proved the old adage true, Monsieur Voyeur.
Monsieur Voyeur? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your pervy little upskirt scheme. Seriously, hiding a camera under the stairs? And at your age?
Yeah, you lost me. Now, if you don't mind, I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Oh no, you don't! I have irrefutable proof of your crime. Why, the very shoes on your feet. You're wearing the exact same sneakers as the pervert from yesterday. And don't think they'll carry you to safety today.
Okay, what is happening here? Sorry, but your evidence is my shoes? Everybody here's got shoes, young. In fact, I'm probably not the only person with...
Your shoe style is merely the ice. You see, before the pervert arrived yesterday, I had covered the floor around the camera with a clear polymer that shines under black light.
Huh?
It's an oil-based substance, so it lasts a few days. Your soles are stained... Which means you came bumbling back to the scene of the crime, while wearing the very evidence of... Lamenting your misfortune already? That's what you get for crossing the Mystery Research Club of Serio High.
Mystery Research Club?
Now, if you'll follow me to the faculty room, monsieur.
Oh, wait, just... hold on. There's no way I'd have noticed an invisible substance on my shoes. I'll give you that much. But even if I did step in some mystery goop, does that really prove what you're saying? With so many people on campus, any number of them could have walked over that spot.
No, only the perpetrator stepped in the coating. I know this because I was there watching your fiasco. And of course, I had the PE teacher who was with me agree to serve as witness. Why don't you just give it up already? There's no escape, sir. I have even more proof of your crimes.
God.
The camera may be gone, but fortunately, I snapped a photo of it before it got taken. With that, I determined everything there is to know about your... Turns out it's an online explorer to supply this information to the police. They would track down the... After all, the shop would have no choice but to cooperate with the police. Do I need to spell it out any further? You, monsieur. Therefore, I think it would be wise...
Let's say we have a
A chat?
Yeah. Now, I can't give out any details. Having the cops on me would... So, I'd like to resolve this as amicably as possible. Think we can come to terms?
I will agree to one thing only. Hearing and make no mistake, I will not be misled by diversion, threats.
What the? Hey. What the? You're Kyoko Amasawa-san, right? President of the Mystery Research Club?
So what if I am?
I saw your flyer. Sounds like your club's in a tough spot.
You're not wrong. On top of that, the chairman's been reluctant to bring in anyone from outside. But your arrival marks our revival. Should I turn you in as a voyeur, it would make a fine feather in my cap. It would also prove the value of the MRC, so the chairman would have no choice but to solicit an advisor for us.
Well, that all sounds fine on paper. But You'll need a competent professional in your area of interest. But you think they have time?
When you put it that way...
Right? So here's my proposition. How about you make me your advisor?
You? Advise the MRC?
Why not? A Kamurocho-based detective not good enough? Oh yeah. I'm Takayuki Yagami from the Yagami Detective Agency. I was asked to come investigate your school. That's about all I can let slip.
So then, the hidden camera was for your...
I'll let you deduce that yourself. Client confidentiality. But I will say one thing. I'm here to stop shady business.
If he wasn't shooting up skirts, then what was he trying to see? Rather, who was he trying to see? Who put him up to it? Our staff? Ugh, so many very...
As I was trying to say, becoming your advisor could work out well. I'm not done here by a long shot. One of your teachers is bent on seeing me go.
Really?
Sawa-sensei. She thinks I have no business being here. But if I were to advise your club, it'd be all the reason I need to stay on campus. So what do you think? It's a win-win situation. Oh, and if it's experience you want, believe me, I've been around the block when it comes to
I believe I understand. The purpose you stated for being here does fit the circumstances better than my original theory. But I will not be persuaded so easily. So, I propose a test.
A test?
Right this way, please.
What? Hey!
Who's this, sis?
This is Yagami-san, our new advisor candidate. However, I intend to test him first. See if he's legitimate.
Fine by me. I'm Kento Amasawa, Kyoko's younger brother. Also the MRC's bodyguard. When your sister's as nosy as mine, you've got to step up your game to keep her safe.
Please have a seat, Yagami-san.
After you.
Oh, how kind of you. So, Amasawa-san. Could you tell me what the Mystery Research Club actually...
So, I founded the Mystery Research Club last year. Primarily, we function as a book club, critiquing... But, when the opportunity is ripe, we also engage in more involved activities. And by that, I mean solving the mysteries around us.
Oh, you mean go sleuthing. I've got to say, as a potential advisor, I'm not exactly psyched to hear you go around looking for trouble.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We don't do this for kicks, and I'm not a fan of danger. If we could all be armchair detectives, free to investigate from afar, surely that would be ideal.
Yeah, don't I know it.
Unfortunately, that is rarely, if ever, possible. Say our investigatory senses were to draw us toward a mystery that escapes even the school. Why, letting such a case slip away would be anathema to our club's founding...
While I do admire your passion, why put yourself at risk? Well, now, let's not be hasty.
I take it you see my point then. Some cases aren't so cut and dry.
You make some valid points. So, getting back to this test of yours.
Yes. So, based on what you've told me, I'm inclined to drop your charges altogether. A detective setting up cameras is... believable. That being said, I'd also be a fool to take you at your word. If this is a ruse, I'd be unleashed...
Well, the caution is admirable.
Then you shouldn't mind if I test both your skills as a detective and your character as a person. And once that's over, the club will reach a decision. We'll either accept you as our mentor, or turn you in as a deviant.
I get the picture.
Actually, we've been dealing with a rather risky case as of late, so your job is to resolve it.
How risky are we talking?
Well, it's about as risky as it is risque. Yagami-san, have you ever heard of a sugar baby?
Huh? You mean a younger girl getting paid to date an older guy?
You know it. Now, our current case involves one such sugar baby. It seems that one of our dance club girls has grown a reputation for dating older men. Unfortunately, I've yet to pin down exactly who this is.
All you know is she's in dance club? Well, I understand why you'd want to know more, but what about this warrants investigation? She in danger?
The issue at hand is that she may be doing more than dating, and it's putting her safety at risk. Well, we found this out online, so but apparently this girl's pretty infamous for what they call her...
Care to elaborate?
She strings the mark along, going on a few dates for an agreed-upon sum. But then she goes in for the kid. She gets a large upfront payment for promising to seal the deal. And then, poof!
Okay, I can see how that might make her enemies, but that's on the guy, isn't it? I mean, he's paying to date an underage girl, and he thinks he has the right to complain?
You're not wrong. Problem is, her latest mark, a violent, foul-mouthed thug, isn't so self-aware. I believe rape and murder were his choicest threats. So yeah, we can't just write this one off.
Oh, yeah.
And now he has his gang roaming the streets, searching high and low for the girl who conned him. I'd say that establishes the risk clearly enough. As soon as we found out, we've been trying to find the sugar baby and warn her ASAP.
Yeah, I get it now. If we don't act, she could be in very real danger.
I think we're finally seeing eye to eye. After all, the truly artful detective can solve incidents before they even occur.
That's not quite how it works, but sure. In any case, now that the situation's clear, I'd like to get on with the test. Just tell me where to start, and I'll be there.
It is said that the great Sherlock Holmes was able to freely change his appearance into that of a total stranger. From helpless old woman to shifty-eyed vagrant, he deceived the masses and never lost a lead, all thanks to a good disguise.
So, you want me to go undercover?
Yep, any detective worth their salt should have no trouble with that. You're going to infiltrate the dance club as an advisor and return with a lead on the sugar baby. That is your test.
Wait, you want me to teach a dance?
If it's required, then yes. I want you to win their hearts in ways. Those girls are a close-knit group. They'd never trade gossip with someone like me. However, if a cool new...
But how am I supposed to be a convincing advisor if I've never...
That's okay. It's rare for their advisors to get up and do it themselves. They generally teach from...
Oh, great.
If it's any consolation, their current advisor never even shows up. So, you'll already have it. Just give them a few pointers, act authoritative, and soon enough, you'll be their closest confidant.
Easy peasy? To teach something I know nothing about?
I'm sure you can figure that out. That is, if you really are a detective, and not some snaky imposter.
You're really putting me through the ringer, you know that? I guess I'll have to prevail with the power of vague advice.
Good, then let's move. The dance club, they're in the gym basement, in case you...
I know her test might be tough, Yagami-san, but I think you'd make a pretty rad advisor. So good luck.
Huh?